Hi, and welcome to the You Can't Save Anyone podcast. I'm Suwon Weaver, and this is Yoshihara.
Seems like one
We're
thing that
two
we can
comedians
always
talking
agree
about
on,
whatever
or
we
it's kind of
want.
funny to talk about, is
But we
Trump.
can't
And
say-
especially because he's farting.
Yeah.
I mean,
His butthole is loose.
loose. That's exactly. It's just free. He is a free butthole. That's true.
Yeah. He needs to tighten up.
Gross. Like, you know what? You know how he has he never goes to the doctor. Do you know that? Like,
Oh,
all
he
the
doesn't?
Well, I mean, he might go, but it's part of being the president. They go to like these official,
Yeah.
Get their doctor health report.
Yeah.
So when he was running right after Obama, he kept saying, I'll release it. I'll go to the doctor and release my report after this time. But then he never did it.
Did it?
And then the doctor that he went to is like, I don't know, they're fake. They're like,
Yeah, I'm
just
pretty
perfect.
sure.
Yeah, perfect
They
health.
say they're okay, but they never show the report, right?
Yeah, well,
Or
they'd say
number.
he's in perfect health.
Yeah.
How is this fat ass? He's overweight. He eats at McDonald's every day.
Yeah.
How can he be in perfect health? Like, it's just not real.
Yeah, it's not real. And it's so funny. His mental state is not.
Yeah, and he was farting in
Stable.
court too. like they were mad. So like he's farting in court. Gross. God.
Like, can you just even trying to like a and soundless try it? Because he knows he fart a lot. He farts a
Right.
lot.
It's like, imagine if anybody did the stuff he's doing. Like if Harris, if she did it, it would be over.
Yeah.
Like any of them, if Biden acted like that, it would never
Mhm.
work. They would end it. Like it would,
Yeah.
no one would continue to follow him, but he's doing that, and they still
Yeah.
think he's awesome.
And he doesn't say anything. The lady who she was sitting next to him, she was like,
Yeah. Diane Feinstein.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? How can
lady.
we have to put up with this?
Yeah. He's so gross in every way.
Can't even believe these people still go for it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like some people that I know that like Trump, they like him because they feel like the system is corrupt. So
Mhm.
they want somebody who's like different from like a regular politician.
Mhm.
But he's worse.
Mhm.
Just taking the money for himself. He like I don't know, like defrauds people, the veterans. He takes their money.
Mhm.
People have gone to court to sue him. He's claimed bankruptcy. Like they just go, what, fake news?
Mhm. Yeah. Well, the Elon Musk video that you sent to me, I think I watched that one. Because he is also weird. He said
So
freedom of speech, but like Democrat is more like censoring everything people say. It's not a freedom of speech. No, but because we have to call it out because Republican is saying crazy stuff. So it's freedom of speech is not just being whatever you want to say, being racist and then whatever you want to say.
yeah.
And he said DI is another way of racism, and like, why? So I was like, wow.
Well, because these people sometimes they really have the opinion that black, brown people are less than them.
Mm.
Like, so they think I mean, like Trump just said it again, like that she failed the bar exam, which is like, why are you saying that? That's like when he was saying Obama wasn't born here.
Yeah.
It's
Because if she failed the bar test, then exam, then how she became a you know,
Attorney.
AD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way. Like,
No way.
they don't just let people have, well, you know why they have fake exams? They do let people, they will give you a fake, like you passed the,
That's for privileged white men
I believe
only.
that Trump got that.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's why he's saying that, because he got it, so he knows that
Exactly.
they exist, but that's for only privileged white men.
Yes. Yeah. This is
Women,
not going to,
especially women of color, we can't get that fake exam, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, that has, the people of color always are the ones that do extra.
Yeah.
Not like less.
Yeah, people of color, we have to be like 10, 100 times be better to compete with the mediocre white men.
Yeah, I know. It's like when they say people take advantage of the system, it's
Mhm.
mostly those kind of rich white men that are taking advantage.
Yeah.
Those are the people taking advantage of the system. I guess there's a few people that have welfare that are just not working, but we have systemic racism. So
Yes.
it's not like, I hate that whole argument
Yeah.
that it's like taking advantage of the government. And it's like the rich white people are the people that are doing it. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
they're not just white. Really wealthy people take advantage of the
Yes.
government.
Yeah.
They could be not white as well.
Also, I just didn't like that because Elon Musk was saying that the same things like, oh, DIY is another racism, blah blah blah, and also since um Democrat is just a censor and everything. It's not freedom of speech or whatever. But he doesn't give any examples. It's like a typical Republican way of speech. They just mix shit up and just say it, but they don't bring any fact or example. And if they don't have it, they just lie about it.
They just lie.
You
They just
know?
lie. That's the bottom line. And
Yeah.
Elon Musk is notorious for being racist in his company. He's
Mm.
racist towards black people. So of course he's going to say DIY is racist because
Yeah.
that helps support his evil narrative.
Yeah.
That's the point of view that he wants to use.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It even like back in the day when they had what's that called? It was like when they tried to give black people a chance by giving
Mm-hmm.
like one job in the whole company. And it's like yeah, it was giving a chance to somebody who maybe didn't have the opportunity to go to a really good public school. Like the
Mm-hmm.
public schools where I grew up
Mm-hmm.
were good. Like people come out of there and they're ready to go to a nice college. If
Mm-hmm.
you go to public schools in some of the areas in LA, they're not as good. And they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be ready for 4-year university.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're not just all the same. It's just not
Mm-hmm.
all the same. Like some of the areas that are not good areas don't get good teachers and
Uh-huh.
they don't have the same curriculum.
Yeah, it goes also in bad area. Teacher doesn't want to go there to work, so
It's
it's
so
hard to
complicated.
get good teachers. Yeah.
It's really complicated. And just
Uh-huh.
to say, like, it's only this way or DIY
Uh-huh.
means racism, that's
Mhm.
to me, that's very ignorant. And
Oh, it's also like some place. I know that rural area. Yeah, wait.
yeah,
Rural is countryside.
yeah,
Okay, area the Midwest. Sometimes like they don't have a teacher at all, so they don't even have a high school. You know,
yes.
yeah.
And sometimes those areas, people have to bring their own supplies. Like I know teachers are like teachers are
Uh-huh.
buying supplies for the students, like basic stuff like pens and paper and stuff that they don't even have, like very simple thing, rulers, because
Wow.
the students don't have it. the schools don't provide it because there's not enough funding, and the
Mm-hmm.
teachers are buying it. And then like the
Mm-hmm.
teachers there don't even make money anyways.
Yeah. It's so
Which,
crazy. And then yeah, at the same time, rich kids taking fake exams and then passing, and it's crazy.
yeah, I think it's sad that instead of like trying to change a system or trying to
Mm-hmm.
do the right thing, like some these Republicans, especially like Trump, they're just trying to destroy it, and they're just
Mm-hmm.
trying to, instead of like, they need to do more for teachers. That's like,
Yes, more teacher needs to get paid more. And also I think teachers should have um psychology test before they become a teacher. They're, like when you before you become a cop, they take exam, right? And
they should, I don't know.
I think so. Teachers should take teachers should take exams if the person is right person
Competent.
competent to be a teacher.
And like maybe put some racism tests in there too,
Yeah.
because we've seen some really bad teachers.
Yeah. Also, yeah, yeah, doing bad things to kids, and
Yeah, really bad.
yeah.
I
And then
feel
they don't get paid, so they don't give a fuck, maybe.
right. Yeah, they don't care enough. That's true.
Yeah. Also,
Ah,
I think that in some places they don't have enough teachers, so they lower the credential for teachers. So many people can.
is that true?
I think I don't know about the teacher, but someone told me that, because I thought a librarian has to have PhD,
Oh,
but someone said, like, working at the school library, and she said no, because they're trying to cut down the budget for the people work there, so she doesn't need to have PhD to be a librarian. Like, oh.
yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I never even thought that myself. So,
Yeah, that's, oh, and also, yeah, and also assistant teachers, they don't need a teaching degree, I don't think.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, let's speak teachers. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
crazy. That's weird.
yeah.
Well, I don't know because I don't have a college degree, so
I
I never
think
tried to do it.
you have to take test, and then if you pass it, and you can be assistant teacher. Doesn't need to have the teaching degree. That's
Hmm.
why a lot of entertainers who can read
Yeah, so if we can read, we can teach.
teach. So yeah, because a lot of actors were well read, because we have to read a lot, and so a lot of, and yeah, actors read well. So I think they take tests, and then they do assistant teaching as a day job.
Yeah, like substitute teaching.
I'm sorry, substitute teacher. Yeah,
Yeah.
substitute teacher.
But I think you have to have not a master's degree. You have to have a bachelor's degree though.
I think so. Bachelor degree, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't need to teaching major. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
wasn't sure.
yeah, yeah. I like teaching Japanese. It's yeah,
Like to kids or adults?
kids and adult, because there were people who are trying to hire a tutor. They want to learn. It's not forced to be.
Yeah. I have some friends. They just went to Japan and they came back.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a really good time, but they wanted to go to some restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they tried to go in, and then the people stood at the door. Yeah, they gave them no white people.
Are you
So
serious?
yeah, they got that a few times. They said, no, you can't come in this restaurant. You're, because they are white, blondes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said they have a restaurant around the corner, and they tell them where they can go eat. And then when they go there, it's all white people inside.
That was in Japan?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess not
Be-
just Tokyo, also. I don't know exactly. Tokyo, Osaka, I think.
Tokyo and Osaka, I'm sure they can get in. But
But
I
they
think
didn't.
maybe is it Tokyo?
They had reservations even. But
Oh, in Tokyo.
I think so, yeah.
Because
And
maybe the owner they don't speak English. So they don't want
I think this is the reason.
language. Yeah.
And also because they don't speak English very well, it's hard to
Mhm.
explain. Maybe the
Mhm.
menu has some things that American people cannot handle.
Yeah, again, and also like American people are not shy about complaining.
Yes.
And then in Japan, we don't complain much.
Yes.
And also, especially chef makes something, we just eat it as it is.
Yeah.
But
We don't
American
say,
people
oh, this
always
has
trying to create another menu. That's not on the menu. Can you add a spicy mayo? You know?
yeah. A lot of things like
Yeah,
that.
can you add avocado on top?
Yeah.
So
Can you
yeah.
put soy paper? We don't like
Can-
seaweed.
Yeah. Can you put a seaweed inside, not outside? You know, all that.
Yeah.
They try to make their own. So Japanese chefs, they don't like that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think they went to one restaurant
Mhm.
and they were complaining and everybody was like, oh my,
Maybe that's why no more white people in in that restaurant. Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah, they don't really like to be because the chefs they have such a pride to make what they make,
Yes.
especially expensive restaurant, and then they just don't like it and complain and then get out, you know?
Yeah. And American tastes can be so different.
Yeah,
And
different, yes.
they don't like if
Hmm.
they are, like you said, they're trying to create a new menu every time to their own
Yeah.
taste. It's like, don't go there. Don't go to if you have to. I'm sure it's like if you go to France, it's gonna be
Hmm.
the same thing. Like French people are not gonna just kiss their ass.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like when my mom went to France and she tried to sit down, this
Hmm.
is a long, long time ago. Her and her friends, maybe her sister, one of her sisters, they tried to
Hmm.
sit at. They're just taking a break, so they're sitting outside.
Hmm.
But outside, sitting down, it looks like you're just outside, but it's a restaurant.
Mm.
All the chairs are not just public seating. It's not a
Hmm.
park. You're
Hmm.
sitting in a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
So they're just the French are telling them, no, you cannot sit here. Please leave. You have to
Uh-huh.
go
Uh-huh.
because they're just taking a break. But
Mm.
it's like American. Well, they're Asian, but but Americans generally, we just want to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
It's like a very American way is just to.
Yeah.
I mean, usually they can tell. Everybody can tell we're Americans because we act a certain way and
Yeah.
we want it the way we want it.
And they believe like American moral is the right moral. So it's like in so many things it's weird for other countries, but America said like, they can't take other countries' rules. And that's weird. That's wrong. That's wrong. So because in Asia, it's we are policing each other. So everybody's business, your business is everybody's business.
Mm,
So it's not rude to stare. We're always watching, so if you do something strange, weird, and everybody's like judge you, that's how we stop doing bad thing in
right.
public.
Yes.
But American people don't understand that. Like, why are you looking at me? Why, it's yeah,
Yeah, we just
because
the way we do it is just different. And
yeah.
that's more Americans need to travel for that reason. Because
Mm-hmm.
if we traveled more, we're not going to be so stupid. It's going to be better. We don't have to
Yeah.
have these kind of problems.
Yeah.
But
And
Americans don't travel
it's
enough.
Trouble, yeah. And also like when you eat something that you don't like, because sometimes I can tell because American people when they eat sushi or sashimi, especially sashimi, the sashimi is swimming in the soy sauce. Like too much soy sauce.
Yeah.
For us,
Yeah.
soy sauce is just tiny bit, so the fish's flavor will, you know, come
Enhance.
out more. As you can taste the little bit of soy sauce and the flavor of the fish. But the way a lot of American people eat is like you can taste only soy sauce.
Yeah, that's true.
So a lot of the flavors kind of, sauce, a lot of the flavor in it. But in Japan, we try to enjoy the taste of the
Yeah.
food, and like vegetable by itself, each vegetable have flavor. So trying to use those flavors. So maybe it's not good enough if you're not used to taste. You don't really, if you're putting so much sauce, it's killing the vegetables flavors or the fish flavor. So
You know, it's almost like when Americans get off the plane,
mhm.
they should someone should hand them like a small bottle of barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
And then everywhere they go, they can just
yeah,
put some barbecue
yeah.
and then they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, and also make sure you do it very discreet and
Yeah.
little, like
Yeah, yeah, really small.
suspicious. Because if you do that in front of the chef,
Oh yeah.
chef will
They just have
flip
to hide
out.
it. Like
Yeah, behind.
everything they eat, they
This,
could just put a little barbecue sauce on.
yeah.
And then they can have the problem solved.
Yes. Yeah, just don't complain.
I know. This
Yeah.
is a really hard thing because
Hmm.
Americans really find the power in complaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. It's true.
In Japan, if you complain too much, people think you're crazy. So,
Also, you know what? Also, they told me they found out from somebody they knew when they're there
mhm.
is I guess the Yakuza
Mhm.
is taking over all the restaurants.
Really?
Yes. So completely taking over in the cities, all the restaurants. And so
Mhm.
they have some kind of contract or
Uh,
something,
uh-huh.
and they have to buy certain things from the Yakuza sponsor, whatever. And I think it's
Oh,
like the little towels that the
yeah,
little napkins.
hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's controlled by the Yakuza. And they have to
Really?
everybody has to buy it from them. Yeah, something like that. Hmm.
Oh, interesting. But at least they sell it trying to be a business about it
Well, I
instead
think
of
that's the
like
cover.
cover. Yeah, 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 I see.
I mean,
Yeah.
like the mob and I don't know how it is today. I mean,
Yeah.
I only hear I don't know anything, but
Uh-huh.
like they used to talk about the mob in New York, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're controlling like the trash.
Yeah.
And so the restaurants and everybody
Oh.
has to pay this trash extra.
Mm.
Otherwise they mess up you don't get your trash. I mean,
Mm.
so it looks legit, but
Yeah.
imagine if you don't pay, they don't pick up your trash.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay. Some
Wow.
Yeah, something like pretty deep.
Yeah. The government cannot do anything about the mafias.
I don't think so. I don't think they could.
Hmm.
I mean, they tried arresting these guys that, they could catch them on like tax evasion. That's how they
Mhm.
caught a lot of these very high-powered mob guys is from
Uh-huh.
the taxes because they
Oh.
couldn't catch them in other stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
Because make it look like it's a business, so they can't really say.
Yeah. And the money is hidden,
Uh-huh.
in all of these, kind of disguised, right?
I
But
see.
if they cheat on their taxes, then they can catch them. I
Oh,
think a couple famous people went to jail like this.
wow.
Yeah. That's the only way the government could do it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, today I'm so tired.
No, it's so hard. You traveling to Vegas, driving.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got back Saturday night, and then I got back again like a midnight, and then I went to work at 8 a.m. in the morning. So it's like I'm so tired. Catch
Yeah.
up everything.
Yeah. But the Vegas trip, how was that? How was the club?
But it's great. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club was nice. The people, everybody was nice, and yeah. Also,
That
it was
is
a part of Kenan Thompson.
yeah. I
Yeah,
saw that. That's so awesome.
yeah.
I'm
He
glad.
wasn't there though. He wasn't there.
But still, just to
But
be
still,
part of this.
yeah. But I think he is traveling. He's trying to stop by. No, because he does not only Vegas. All over the one place is Canada and all over the places, East Coast. So yeah, he's trying to promote this thing going.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Gotta just keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I get to host at the Improv on Saturday. That's fun. It's just
Oh,
a
that's
class.
great.
It's a
Great.
class. It's a class. It's
That's
somebody.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, I'm so glad. I think it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
fun, and I have
Yeah.
a couple of shows this week too. So
It's a stand-up class, stand-up
yeah,
writing class.
yeah. You know what? This was Greg Dean's class,
Uh-huh.
and like I took his class in 2008, like in the
Uh-huh.
very beginning. I took a bunch. I took it like maybe at least maybe 4 times, and then I quit comedy, and then I quit stand up.
Oh.
He teaches some really good basic stuff, like
Mm.
stuff that that's why I took it again, because I didn't
Mm.
take it in a long time, and I thought, let me just go take some classes and see if there's like new stuff in my brain that I can learn how to
Mm.
do again or something. So
Mm.
but the class that I'm hosting, the show that I'm going to host is a different class.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my class.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that Gayla couldn't make it, so she asked me to substitute, which
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Mm-hmm.
I love to do it. Like, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
When is the show?
Saturday at 4 p.m.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday, 4 p.m.
Uh-huh.
at Improv Lab.
Probably the lab, because I don't know how many.
It's hard to fill up the main room for class.
Yeah. I don't know how much. Even the lab sometimes, you have to have enough people there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not good. So we'll just
Yes.
okay.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
We could just cut.